Also important to check out all the online platforms your kids are using and making sure you're talking with your kids about being safe online when dangers are likely lurking around every corner. Now, this afternoon we have Dr. Steve Webb, a certified social media intelligence expert, to talk more about keeping kids safe online. Dr. Webb, my wife and I have this conversation all the time. We are so glad our kids are raised. We haven't had to raise children in this era of social media and the bullying and the suicide. It's scary out there.
Thank you for having me. Yes, it is not the world that we grew up in, and you can't just walk away from the school or from the church or whatever situation you're in and walk away from that bully. That bullying occurs 24/7. And let me tell you, whenever you have children as young as 8 years old, surveys have found out that 1 in 3 8-year-olds have a smartphone. Listen, parents, you wouldn't drop your children off at the mall if you knew that there were predators at every stop trying to talk to your kids. Why do we give them smartphones at such a young age?
What are some anonymous messaging apps right now that are out there? I was reading the release we got about your background, and I didn't recognize any of them.
Now, there's some really terrible ones out there, but one of the biggest anonymous lines is big because it's attached to the Instagram accounts of your children. Now, listen, Instagram has 500 million, half a billion users a day. And this, not going to lie, NGL attaches to those users and allows those users to send you, your child, anonymous messages. Anytime you see anonymous messages or any type of anonymous messaging app, get it off your kid's phone. There's nothing good to come from an anonymous message from somebody that you don't know.
Now, I see there's Ask FM, Yik Yak, YOLO, and LMK. I hadn't heard of any of those at all. How do these apps facilitate cyberbullying?
Well, the reason why I talk about not going to lie is because that one's still live. Right now, YOLO and LMK, let me know, right now they're in maintenance because there's a lawsuit against them because young Carson Pride killed himself in Portland, Oregon, because he was getting cyber harassed day and night through those anonymous messaging apps. There's an app called Whisper that just, the commercial is, meet strangers, tell us your secrets. You know, that's how predators get a hold of you. If you tell them your secrets, they use that to exploit you. We have to have some frank conversations with your children. And I heard your lead in about, not wanting to upset them. But this is the point where you're going to have to upset them a little bit because you're going to have to tell them the truth about social media.
Now, can you give an example about how these apps were used in kidnappings? I had not heard of anything like that at all before.
Oh, my goodness. Discord. Discord favors itself as that messaging app for gamers. Well, if you've got gamers and all gamers are on that app, then you've already established a relationship with those on the other line. And there have been kids, countless kids, attempted abductions that have taken place by making that relationship. And of course, they're spoofing their age, they're spoofing their names, and they're telling these kids, hey, I'm going to kill myself if you don't come out of your house. And that's how they're taking them. One young child, 14-year-old in Arkansas, was using Emerald Chat, which is a chat that is on some type of URL, and she was using her school-issued computer. And she met a person in Pennsylvania that she thought was 15 years old. He used that same predator line, hey, I'm going to kill myself if you don't come out and help me. She went out and helped him, and he abducted her. Fortunately, she survived, but there are many across the nation that do not.
What are 3 things parents can do to lessen their child's chances of being harmed by anonymous cyberbullies or online predators?
Now, the first thing you need to go to that phone. Parents, that is your phone, not your child's. They have no expectation of privacy. You bought the phone, that's your phone. Go look up every single app. If you see that they've got 3 calculators, it's not because of Common Core. 2 of those are probably vaults and they're hiding things. So the first thing you need to do, go check every single app from the App Store and find out what their use is for. Secondly, have that conversation with your child. Show them specific examples of these children using these apps and getting abducted. Now, your children are going to say, that'll never happen to me. That conversation has to be now and it has to be consistent. And the third thing you need to do, get online and start looking up the good, the bad, and the ugly of what's going on in social media for kids. Listen, there's new social media coming out all the time. One of the newest tells you to take a picture at any time of the day, and you have to take it within 2 minutes. Now that particular app will then take a picture from the front and the back of your phone. There are kids taking pictures at the bathroom, there are kids taking pictures at their home, taking pictures on the block. Predators are using that information to find out where they live. And parents, you need to know that these are not just fun apps. Predators use those. And if you look them up online, you can find out the good, the bad, and the ugly of these apps.
Dr. Steve Webb, thank you so much. Steve's book is Education in a Violent World, a practical guide to keeping our kids safe. You can buy it online. Steve, thank you. Tatiana?